For years, there's been one card that has absolutely dominated the travel rewards conversation, the Chase Sapphire Preferred. It's been the undisputed champ, right? The one everyone recommends? Well, the game is changing. A challenger has stepped back into the ring, and it's not just with a new name, it's got a completely new game plan. Let's talk about the Citi Strata Premier because it is ready for a title fight.
So, let's get right into it. This isn't just about comparing a couple of credit cards. Nope. This is really a battle for the most valuable piece of real estate in your life, that top spot in your wallet. The debate among the pros is getting heated. Can that brand loyalty and that trusted name keep the champ on top? Or is the raw mathematical power of this new contender about to deliver a knockout blow?
All right, let's kick things off with round one, the earning engine. Because, we all dream about booking those amazing trips, but the points that actually pay for them, they're earned on the boring, everyday stuff. And this is where the debate gets really interesting.
Okay, let's just put the numbers right out there on the table. We're looking at identical spending for a pretty typical household. Now look, on dining, they're tied. It's a wash. But then, watch what happens at supermarkets and the gas pump. The Citi Strata Premier is treating these core household expenses like they're top-tier categories. And the Sapphire Preferred? It basically treats them like an afterthought.
And this chart just puts it in stark contrast, doesn't it? On the exact same budget, the person with the Strata Premier walks away with over 20,000 more points every single year. That's not just a small gap, people. That's the difference between actually booking a free domestic flight and still being thousands of points short. That's a real trip you're leaving on the table.
So what does all that math boil down to? This. The analysis shows the Strata Premier has a 66% higher earning velocity on these core spending categories. Let that sink in. You are earning points 2/3 faster. For anyone who's serious about maximizing their travel, that number, it's just too big to ignore.
And here's the secret sauce. Chase gives you bonus points on online groceries, but Citi rewards you for actually walking into the store, which, let's be real, is how most of us still shop. By grabbing these high-volume, high-frequency purchases and giving you 3x points, Citi has built a powerhouse for the everyday spender, not just the person who travels once in a while.
Okay, let's get into round two, because earning points is one thing, but a great travel card also has your back when things go wrong. For years, this was Chase's home turf, no question. But Citi has come back swinging, restoring some key benefits and even one-upping the champ in some really important ways. Check this out. The Strata Premier's trip delay protection, it kicks in after just 6 hours. Chase makes you wait 12. That's a huge practical difference when you're stuck at the airport. And the hotel credit, it's double the value. Sure, there's a minimum spend, but if you're booking a stay for a few nights, it completely wipes out the annual fee. Oh, and it adds cell phone protection, a benefit the Sapphire Preferred just doesn't have, period.
Now, to be fair, there is a counter-argument, and it's a strong one: rental car insurance. Chase still holds a major advantage here by offering primary coverage. That means you don't have to file a claim with your personal car insurance first, which is a big deal. For anyone who rents cars frequently in the US, this is probably the single biggest reason to keep a Chase card in your wallet.
But here we are, the final round. And this, my friends, is where one card might deliver the knockout blow. Because the points you earn are only as good as what you can actually do with them. This round is all about strategy, flexibility, and unlocking some serious value. This is the ecosystem.
And here it is. This is what many experts are calling the absolute killer feature. The Citi Strata Premier is the only mid-tier card that lets you transfer your points one-for-one directly to American Airlines. I mean, for the millions of us who live near an American hub, this is a monumental, game-changing advantage.
Just think about what this means. You can now earn American Airlines miles at a 3x rate on your biggest household bills. You can literally out-earn American's own co-branded cards by a massive margin just by buying your groceries and gas. It basically turns the Strata Premier into a super advantage card, and that gives you access not just to flights across the US, but to incredible international partners too.
But wait, it actually gets even better. The Strata Premier isn't really designed to be a solo act. It's the key that unlocks a much more powerful system, what people call the Citi trifecta. This is where the math gets truly exciting for anyone who loves to maximize every single point.
So here's how the strategy works, and it's actually pretty brilliant. You use the Strata for its 3-buy categories. Then you use the no annual fee double cash card for a solid 2x on everything else, and then you pool all those points into your Strata account. But the final move, the real power play, is adding the Rewards Plus card, which gives you a 10% rebate on all the points you redeem.
And here's the bottom line from the analysis. That 10% rebate means your 3x categories in the Strata Premier, well, they aren't really 3x anymore. They effectively become 3.33x categories. It boosts the value of every single point you earn, creating a mathematical advantage that's just incredibly tough for anyone else to beat.
So, after all 3 rounds, when the final bell rings, where do we land? Well, this debate isn't really about which brand is better. It's about which card has a strategy that lines up with how real people are actually spending their money today.
And this quote just sums it all up perfectly. The Citi Strata Premier has been redesigned for what they're calling the mathematical consumer. It's for the person who gets that the real path to big travel rewards is paved with all those small, consistent purchases at the grocery store and the gas station. It's a powerhouse built on the foundation of everyday life.
So, there you have it. The analysis is clear, and the numbers really don't lie. The long-reigning champion has a serious fight on its hands from a challenger that is absolutely winning on the scorecards of everyday spending. The only question left is, when you look at your own life and your own spending, which card wins the fight in your wallet?